The captain's papers. We found Dr. Livesey at the hall, where he was having dinner with the squire. A servant led us through the great house to the library, where both men were smoking their pipes next to the fire. The squire was a tall, strong man with eyebrows that were very black and moved a lot when he spoke. "Come in, Mr. Dance," he said in a loud voice. "Good evening," said the doctor. "What brings you both here today?" Mr. Dance stood up and told his story, and the two gentlemen listened with surprise and interest. "And so, Jim," said the doctor when Mr. Dance had finished, "you have the thing they wanted." "Here it is, sir," I said and gave it to him. He held it for a moment and then put it carefully in his pocket. "Squire," he said, "Mr. Dance will go home, but I think Hawkins should stay at my house tonight and we should give him dinner." And so I ate a wonderful dinner at the hall while we talked. "I've heard of this man Flint," says Mr. Trelawney, the squire. "He was the most dangerous pirate that ever sailed. I've seen his ship, with terrible eyes painted on its sails." "But did he have money?" asked the doctor. "Money!" cried the squire. "Haven't you heard the story of his treasure? What were those scoundrels looking for if not money?" "Just tell me," replied the doctor, "if I have information in my pocket about where Flint buried his treasure, what does that mean we should do?" "What does it mean?" cried the squire. "If we have the information you're talking about, it means that I will go to Bristol and buy a ship, and we'll find the treasure if we have to spend a year looking for it." "Very well," said the doctor and put the packet on the table in front of him. "Now then, if Jim agrees, I will open the packet," and he started to open the cloth that covered it. Inside were two things, a book and a roll of paper. The book was full of names, numbers and dates. "This is Bill Bonny's account book," cried the squire. "The names are the ships that he sank, and the numbers show the money he took from them." The doctor carefully opened the rolled-up paper, and we saw a map of an island, complete with latitude and longitude, names of hills and bays, a large hill in the center named the Spyglasser, and every detail that a captain would need to bring a ship in safely. There were 3 red crosses. One was in the southwest and had these words next to it: "Bulk of treasure here." The second red cross showed where some silver was buried, and the third some weapons. There were detailed notes and instructions on the back of the map. I did not understand the map, but the squire and Dr. Livesey were very excited. "By tomorrow evening I shall be in Bristol," said the squire. "Then, in 3 weeks' time we'll be sailing the best ship, sir, with the most efficient crew in England. Hawkins, you will be a cabin boy, and you, Livesey, the ship's doctor. I will be the admiral. We'll take my men, Redruth, Joyce and Hunter, too. We'll have good winds, a quick voyage, and no difficulty at all in finding the treasure, and more money than we can imagine." "Trelawney," said the doctor, "I'll go with you, and I think Jim will too. But there's only one man I'm afraid of." "And who's that?" asked the squire with a troubled look on his face. "You," replied the doctor, "because you can't keep a secret. We're not the only men who know about this document. Those men who attacked the inn tonight are not far away, I'm sure. And, according to Jim, they want that money. We must be very careful until we are on our way, and we must not say a word about this map to anyone." "Livesey," replied the squire, "you have a point. I'll be as silent as the grave,